Hey y'all, it's Tashina. Um, this is day 2 of my paper trading learning experience that I'm recording for myself to go back and review and see my progress. And for those of you that want to learn together, starting from ground zero, um, I am incorporating ICT methodology for my trading. And today I had started watching his 2022 mentorship program that he has on YouTube. I watched episode 1, which gives the basics of what to expect, and episode 2. And I've learned a lot, even from my mistakes that I have mentioned on my first video, about the fair value gap. I know I mentioned I thought it had to be 3 consecutive uh, candlesticks in order to find an imbalance with that fair value gap. But in episode 2 of his video, it's not like that. He had shown an example of a green candlestick, and then he had black, which is our red for sellers taking over. So he had a buyer's candlestick, seller's candlestick, and then another buyer's candlestick. So green, red, green, but in his case, green, black, green. And there was an imbalance in between those 3 candlesticks. So my apologies. Like I said, I am learning. Um, yeah, so it is actually 2:15. I have yet to look at the market. I have been caught up with work. I expected myself to come on here at 9:30 and get started with things, but with my new work lifestyle right now, my body is getting adjusted and I'm kind of scatterbrained, but no excuses. I'm going to see if I can do a quick, hopefully profit. If loss, hey, that's a lesson for tomorrow. Just want to do a quick trade, get in, get out. It's 2:16, like I mentioned, and I do want to get out before 4 o'clock when the market closes. So I actually looked at SPY, which is what I was trading with Friday, and SPY is not really good. It's at an all-time high right now, and I know that I would want to hold on. I got my notes. I know that I would want to be a short seller. I'm going to get into that as what Michael from ICT was mentioning. Short seller versus long trader. Short sellers, they sell at a high so they could buy back lower. And SPY would be good for that, but I'm not trying to get into complications of things, but it is something good to know when you start trading futures. Right now, just with the funds I have, I'm trading stocks. So, but it is good to know. Futures and stock trading can uh, have the same like routine on your analysis versus options is a whole different segment. So let me share my screen. And I'm also going to incorporate what I learned on episode 2 as well. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but I learned a lot. I learned liquidity, buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity. Like I mentioned previously, long trader, which is the buyer, or short seller. We're also going to learn stop loss, hopefully. I'm going to attempt that today. And he also mentioned consolidation. So, what did I do last time? I think I did content only last time. Yeah, because I was up here. Perfect. I am sharing my screen. And hopefully, when I pause this while we wait for to see what the market does, Zoom pause so I don't have to edit because I'm doing this raw right now I'm not trying to edit. I am not a tech at the moment. So I'm going to tell you why I say no to SPY. On the 5-minute chart for intraday trading, it's at an all-time high as what my brain and eyes can see. This isn't the, I don't want to say it's not the accurate like support and resistance line, but as far as my eyes can see and what my brain knows right now, I'm going to treat it as that. Remember, this is our VWAP. That's the median trend. And it's at an all-time high. And I just think that it's not okay. I don't know what these candlesticks are doing as of today. So I assume it's going to come back down. Maybe not today, but like I said, I want to make a full buy and sell trade today. So I chose NVIDIA because I believe like we have somewhat of a good ordeal here. So as I can see from what I have watched ICT's episode today, I would put a buy side stop loss up here at this candle. My box is in the way. Right at 184.61 because that is our all-time high. And remember, sticking to intraday trading is anything under a day, so I wouldn't want to go more than 4 hours. So let me see how the day went from 9:30. Ooh, a big, huge market going on between with NVIDIA. But everything is green, so that's good. Now, still, oh yeah, this would definitely be, I would actually put a buy stop line right there. I want to change that color. Buy purple. Did it work? Purple. Okay. As you can see, it's hit that target before, so I would do that. Then your sell side liquidity, that is at an all-time low, which it would be at that point. And it's actually hit before July 22nd. I'm about to say a month ago, 2 months ago. So that would be your stop loss because that would be your all-time low. And remember, your buy side and your sell side can change. I also watched Kristen Alexis on YouTube, and she showed her chart. Sometimes I see that she had like 2 buy side liquidity lines or sell side liquidity lines. I haven't gotten there yet. I'm going to go back and see what and how and why she did so. But like I said, this is day, where did the line go? This is 5 minutes. This is day 2 for me. I don't know where my sell side line went. Oh, okay. Whoa, that is definitely at an all-time low. So I know in my spirit, I know that I actually am going to want to put another sell side liquidity line because this rarely touches. Like this is September 5th, a few weeks ago. And then I think the last time it touched again was back in July. So yeah, right here. Yeah, July 22nd. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to want to find another, I'm on 5 minutes, another sell side. Which so far would be here, which is today. It was at a low at 940. That goes lower. Ooh. I have close neighbors, so if you guys hear any yelling or other noises, I am not interested in their business, but I pray everyone is safe. Okay, so I'm gonna put that loss right there, stop loss right there. I don't know how to type. I have to play with it, but I know my purple lines mean south side and buy side as far as I can see for now. And that seems even because it's hit that point before, even lower, but this was just last week. But see, I would also put another line right here. But as far as I'm concerned, this is a perfect example right here, consolidation that Michael was mentioning. Consolidation is just when the market moves sideways in a tight range and there's no clear direction. So you can see that this would be a consolidation. You know, everything is still grouped together. There's no big up down gaps. Um, you could think of it as prices just resting in between that line. And he also teaches that price usually breaks out of the consolidation to grab liquidity. So, that's a perfect example. So this is our consolidation, right? Where my cursor is moving, then boom, it dropped down to the sell side eventually. So next thing I would want to study is why did it drop down? I don't know anything about that just yet. Consolidation, then boom, it jumped back up. Maybe there's an imbalance or who knows? So what time is it? It's 12:26. That is our candle. I want to actually go ahead and buy. So it closed at 182.91. I'm going to go ahead and buy this. So I'm going to go to my Thinkorswim. I'm on paper money. We're going to find the symbol, which is NVIDIA. Buy. Okay, so this is where last Friday I accidentally bought 200. I don't know how, because I made sure that it's 100. So it's 100. I'm gonna buy it at whatever price is jumping on to because I just want to get into it right now. We have an hour and 30 minutes before this closes. So whatever happens, happens. If I have to hold until tomorrow, we'll come back tomorrow. But that's not an intraday trader. But I'm gonna come back at 4 and see what happens. See if I would have took profit or lost anything. Okay. OCO stop. So I think this is the stop. I would want it to stop. This is a test. I hope I'm doing this right. I would want it to stop here because I don't want to lose too much. Right? Right? Hold on. I'm still learning. I want to actually pause this. Pause screen sharing, but I'm still recording. Stop share. Pause. Okay, I'm back. I had to figure out because to do this stop loss, let me share my screen again. To do this stop loss, I don't want to go all the way down here because that is a $10 gap. And then $10 times 100 shares, which I'm going to buy, is $1,000. So that means I'm risking $1,000. So for an intraday trader, this is worst case scenario down below, but for an intraday trader, your target, your stop loss target is recommended to be 1 to 2%. So I'm going to, if I'm purchasing, it's 12:30, 2:30 now. So now the price is up here. I'm going to, I'll just say 180. I'll just say 180 stop loss. Let me see what it's working with right now. Is there any fair value gaps? So, okay, here's an example. This would have been an imbalance. The top of this candlestick, bottom of this candlestick, here's your imbalance. I would draw a box, but hopefully you guys can see. Price did take back right up in here, so that's fulfilled. So, oh, here's another one. Price is gonna go way below. It might not be today, but it's gonna soon hit. I'm actually scared. I gotta write that down. I'm actually scared to enter this trade because of something like this. Price is gonna want to fulfill this gap. So let's just play with stop loss today then. That's gonna be our learning curve today. All right, let's enter this trade before the next candlestick happens. So we're at 182.90, and I'll say 179. I want it to stop. Okay, review. With stop orders, there is no guarantee that execution price will be equal to or near. Whoa, 18,000, is that right? Oh, that might be right, yeah. Because remember, it's 182.90 times 100 shares, which is 18,000. Okay, perfect. See, cost number 2, why? Why is it doing this twice? What do you mean cost number 2? So is this not a stop loss? Take this out. Review. Cost. How do you put a stop loss? I thought that was stop. Contingent order. That's to sell it. Let's just get in this. Okay, it's the next 5 minutes how it closed. Okay. See, it's consolidating. So something's bound to happen, and I think it's gonna go down. I think it's gonna go down. So should I sell? It reversed here. Should I sell? But I have nothing to sell. This is where I'm starting to overcomplicate things and not understand. But this is why we practice. So I'm gonna write this down in my journal too. I'm getting a little overwhelmed, but this is practice. Okay, we're just gonna place this trade in. Don't follow me, by the way, because I'm getting overwhelmed and they're like, oh, you shouldn't place the trade. I'm trying to understand. I'm just trying to understand. All right, send. I got my notification. All right, so we bought at And you can tell, how did I go to my, oh, position right here, 100. So this time I did do one contract. I don't know how last time I did what I did. I don't. So I'm going to say make sure you get your journal. Got my new page for today. And I'm just going to write down the ticker, the trade type, the time I entered, the cost, and my emotions. And I'm going to come back in probably an hour-ish, probably like it's 2:37 now, probably like 3:45, see what the chart is looking like, and write down our results. So I'm going to pause this and I will be right back. Okay, y'all, I'm back and I am disappointed. I am disappointed. Let me show my screen. So I was studying and then I got distracted and I think I missed a good point to exit, and it is now 3:43. The market closes in less than 15 minutes. Well, 15 minutes. It's okay. It's okay. This is this day two. So, dun, 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 dun. So remember, I entered at 2:35 right here, and I entered at 182.59. I should have got out here, but I was distracted. I was trying to hold, and now we're reversing back down. So I'm gonna wait about 10 more minutes, two more candlesticks to see what's about to happen. I might just hold this and resume this tomorrow. My thing is, I've finally figured out how to add the wording to the lines and my rectangle. It was literally right up here. um, you guys seen earlier how I put the sell side and buy side liquidity lines, but all you literally have to do to type that terminology there is double click on the line and it literally pops up. And then you can move it to the middle, to the bottom. This is this buy side, I want to keep it at top, or in the center, left side, but I want to keep things to the right. So I finally figured that out. And then same for my box for the find the imbalance. It's rectangle, and then you literally just draw your box. And I can extend it even further if I want to. And same thing, double click, and that popped up for me to notate that it's a fair value gap. I don't know what to do at this point. Okay, it is 3:45. It closed at 183. I could go ahead and get out now and take profit. That's not even a dollar profit, but I mean, my thing is I'm nervous that price is going to want to fill this gap eventually, and that is that is a lot of money. That is between 178, 177. That is we're at 183. That's less than $10, but that is too much. I have yet to put a stop loss. I'm still, that's going to be my homework, is to Google or YouTube how to put the stop loss into it, because I think like in this circumstances, if I wanted to hold that, that would be important to have that stop loss so I could get out and not have to lose so much money. So yeah, should I wait 3 more minutes to see what this candle wants to do? I might pause you guys and come back at 3:50 and see what this candle does. Close it, come back one more time in 10 minutes and discuss at 4 o'clock the market close. And we're going to evaluate, and I'm also going to notes, tapes, everything that I learned from ICT so you guys can have a notebook. I know this video is all over the place and I apologize if you guys are tuning in. Just taking this day by day. It's just a reflection. Or I could actually say it now, right? Okay, so we're gonna pause this. We're gonna wait for 2 minutes. So liquidity is the pockets of stop loss orders in the market. That's the fuel for price movement. Your buy side liquidity is the stop losses above recent swing highs, where short sellers, and I will tell you what short sellers mean, stops rest. When the price moves above those highs, the buy stops gets triggered and it causes buying pressure. All right, sell side liquidity down here is stop losses below recent swing lows where long traders stops rest. And we're going to get into long traders next. When price moves below these lows, the sell stop gets triggered, which causes selling pressure. Okay, so what is a long trader and a short seller? So a long trader bets that the price will go up. They buy low and they sell high. That's what I'm currently doing and learning right now. And their stop loss usually hits below a low swing. So that makes sense, right? If I wanted to buy here, I would sell up there. My stop loss would be down here. Okay? A short seller bets that the price will go down. They sell high, buy back lower. Okay? So they sell up here and buy back, let's say, what's the lowest point? Buy down here for profit. So it's important to notate when a stop loss is hit, the trader exits in the opposite direction. So a long trader that buys low and sells high, they're forced to sell their order. And a short seller that sells high and buys low is forced to buy an order. Okay? And I already told you guys about consolidation and how this shows on the chart I showed you guys right here. Yep, that's pretty much what I learned. This is really helpful information. So now it is 3:50. Ooh, we closed on a good mark. Let's get out. That is well over $1 I made. Same thing like yesterday. Let's go. So I'm gonna go back to Think and Swim. Sell my 100. I want to sell it at least above $1. And I'm a market sell so I can get out right then and there. Okay, I'm selling it at the price that it's at. Oh, it went below because it's fluctuating right now. Yeah, the candle is turning red. Sellers are pushing, and I'm the seller. Oh, sellers are pushing. Sellers are pushing. I at least wanted $1. Is that greed? That might be greed. Sellers are pushing, prices going down. This is when I'm not overwhelmed. I'm just like, what do I do? Do I wait 4 more minutes? you know. 3 minutes. Let's pause this real quick. Okay, here we go. You are sharing your screen. Okay. All right, it is 3:55. This is that candle. Market did close at 182. That is about a 40-cent profit. I could either choose to hold this until tomorrow or not, but I definitely have some realization of myself. So I'm going to go ahead and sell now while we're in the green. So quick limit is you choose the price where you want to get out, but if it doesn't get to that price, like you can literally type right here, but if it doesn't get into it, it can hold. So if I wanted to get out at 184, if it doesn't hit that, I have until tomorrow where it'll sell at that price. Market is selling it right now, which is what I'm gonna do because we got 4 minutes to the market closes and I want to start fresh and earlier tomorrow. So let's do market review. We're selling and why is it red now? See, I need to document my emotions. I'm going off of greed. I see myself. I'm going off of greed. So I don't like this. So review, send it. Okay. And what happened? We made $98 today. Seems like it over here. Because, and this is where you want to journal. I forgot to put on this side account value. So on Friday, we started with $200,000 and ended with 200,212 dollars. So for today, we started with $200,012. And now we have 200. I do not recommend this last minute intraday trade I just did because I actually have a headache, overwhelmed, not thinking clearly. This is tough. I'm going to write all these emotions down though. Like even my voice is low and raspy because I have a headache. I feel like I was overthinking and whatnot. We still made profit. We made $98. I can see the difference. That's good, but I was living off of hope and prayer, not skill. That today was not a good. I don't want to say it's not a good lesson because it is. I get to record it. I get to review. That's definitely going to be the title of this video. September 22nd, 2025. Overwhelmed trades. And yeah, we got 1 more minute left. I'm gonna see, since I'm live, I'm gonna see how the market closes. Less than a minute. But yeah, also if you're not brand new to this, if you want to reset, I think I said this on my first video, but it's right here. cash reset. It'll go back to 200,000. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. All right, so we are closed. We closed green at, what's that post? What's that post? I got another homework assignment. I guess that's basically the price it closed at, 183.61. So if I would have held, that would have definitely been $1, but I'm not about to risk millisecond trade. Wow, what a day. So I'm going to keep this on my chart because I want to see how long it takes for price to fill this gap again. Because it's bound to happen. And when it does, you best believe I'm going to buy. And I actually might buy with my real cash. I went further. I needed to read my disclaimer, which I didn't. But I am going to start reading my disclaimer in the very beginning. But I'm also putting the description box. But I am not a financial advisor or a professional trader. Nothing in this video or on this channel should be taken as financial advice. This content is educational and entertainment purposes only. It is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Always do your own research. Please, please, please. Always do your own research. And whatever you find, feel free to put in the chat. I will proudly and greatly respond. Like I said, I am here to not only build myself, but to build a community. I know I'm not the only person that wants to learn how to trade, and you can never be self-made. You always have mentors or other people helping you. Things get done as a group instead of individually. Okay? Yeah, always do your own research before investing or trading with real money. But yeah, like I was saying, I think when price hits here with my actual cash, I'm going to buy and hold here. You know, NVIDIA is one of those stocks and companies that is part of our future. If you do your research and know what the company is about, or if you watch Market Mondays with Earn Your Leisure and Ian Dunlap, very, very, very and highly informative. And I thank God for allowing me to get a visual and be in the presence of those three men very, very much. But yeah, that's it, you guys. This was a live trade for over the course of 2 hours. It's 4:03 now. I'm gonna sit here, write my emotions out, my reflections, lessons of the day. And yeah, we're gonna start early tomorrow. We're gonna start early tomorrow and do better with under less stress. Thank you guys so much. Sorry this was long-winded, but like I said, my channel, you're gonna get raw and honesty. No edits. Just me and what I do click by click. Okay? Stop sharing. And you guys have an amazing rest of your Monday. I will see you guys tomorrow.